Hey, what's happening, everybody? Hope you're doing well. Quick little update here for you. Camera's on the fritz again. Got to put it back on the charger and let it sit there for a week and see what I can do about that. Probably come back to normal just like the last time, so yeah, that's not a very reliable camera anymore. Got the boot lid, hood, fenders, and the driver's door that I'm tinker toying with. Got the hood degreased and actually used oven cleaner this time around. This worked fantastic. I think this was $1 and change or whatever it was. And took a red scuff pad, scrubbed off all the oil and the goo and all that slop and got that off of here. Washed it down with some water, took some 80 grit, and I'm just prepping everything up to get ready for some primer. Fenders got mostly wiped end to end with filler. This section here is kind of got like a few weird shapes in here, and I didn't feel any dents outside of that right there, so I opted not to wipe that. Kind of the same story on both sides. Whoop, can't get out of there. And then the boot lid had some significant damage here, and I pulled the metal out as best I can and got that wiped. Prepping all of this, same story with 80 grit. The red, I'm going to assume, was not prepped very well, as it's just flaking off with your fingernail, but the blue is actually quite a bear to get off. And I'm just going to hit this whole thing with 80 grit, remove the little bracket with the light bulb and the little, latching mechanism there, and then get that ready for primer. Once I get these two pieces primed on the underside, I'm going to flip them over and then prime the outsides of that plus the fenders and the door all at the same time. So we are moving along. Yes, that is a welder. Come check out the rest of the car. This is my first rust repair little patch dealy bob here. We did have a little bit of a freak rain kind of stuff happening. I don't know how well you can see the sky, but a little flash rusty, but I'll get that taken care of. Had to teach myself how to weld, so that's my next hurdle to really get past. Rest of the car just kind of sits as is. I sprayed it with that phosphoric acid, and you can kind of see once I ran some 80 grit over it, and high spot, low spot, high spot, low spot. So probably the same thing over the entire car. I'm going to end up just wiping it end to end with filler. Yeah. Doesn't look like a whole lot's going on, but got quite the amount of work done to this thing so far. And here's where I really sprayed it down. Took my Durablock, ran some 80 over it, and found just this thing is wobbly. So there it is. Not too much going on. I'll probably kick you back on once we get this thing finished out with the body work, and then start spraying some primer. I've decided this is going to be a Matrix car, as I finally found a local vendor who lives like 10 miles away, who happens to be a Matrix vendor. So I'll be switching all my paint stuff over to them. Really excited, because it's 10 miles down the road. Alright guys, there it is. Quick updates for you. If you'd like to connect with me socially, you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Google+, Tumblr. No longer Blogger, because no one uses that. All the respective links can be found down below. I have also made a second YouTube channel, which has nothing to do with cars, but if you'd be interested, check that thing out there as well. And as always, guys, take care, stay safe. Catch you on the next one.